In an age where the biggest games are struggling to get and retain players, as investors force developers to create titles that appeal to the broadest swath of consumers, every once in a while, an indie studio shows up and shows that it isn't about resources that you invest into a project or how wide your appeal is, but the quality of the gameplay that can make a game a hit. A few weeks ago, I wrote about how I've become obsessed with roguelikes. Unfortunately for me, it seems like these games are coming out at a pretty consistent clip. The latest one to capture the internet's attention is Megabonk. I can best describe Megabonk as a 3D version of Vampire Survivor. In much the same way that Vampire Survivor was inspired by Castlevania and iterated on it, Megabonk takes the formula from its inspiration and adds a bit of a twist. That being a 3D environment and the ability to move the camera around. Each level has a certain environment, but the map gets procedurally mixed up, allowing for each run to feel unique. You're tasked with surviving for 10 minutes and using that time to level up your character enough to take on the boss of the level. You have to explore the level and locate the boss portal in order to summon it. Once you defeat it, you'll clear the level. Immediately, I feel this game is more difficult than Vampire Survivor, but in a good way. It almost feels like a sequel, though not developed by the same studio. The enemies are interesting and spawn based on where you're traveling, which makes things more difficult, as they can spawn and cut you off from where you're intending to go, causing you to panic and try to quickly find a new route while the previously spawned enemies behind you close in. The game is also very much LOL so random in its style of comedy. When you die, it says you deed, or dead, I don't know. It asks if there's a skill issue. The weapon of hovering boulders surrounding you and spinning into enemies is called chonkers, and while I don't really mind it, if you cringe at millennial era internet speak, you probably won't enjoy that aspect of the game. Though it's certainly tongue-in-cheek and poking fun at that style of humor more than embracing it wholesale. Like its inspirations, you'll become addicted to the grind, gaining stronger characters and builds the more you play and learn. It is the ultimate one more run game. You'll be doing great, sure that this is the time you're finally going to clear its stage, and then, out of nowhere, you'll make a mistake, and all of a sudden, your dream run has turned into a nightmare, and you're fighting for your life. It's difficult, but in a way that encourages you to improve and hit start after your latest failure. As you play, you earn silver based on how well you performed in the previous run, and by completing various quests, like killing a certain number of enemies, the silver can be used to unlock new weapons and characters. Some characters are behind different quests or require you to complete a quest and then also purchase a certain weapon. It's a pretty great way to make you feel like you're progressing, even if your run wasn't as successful as you wanted it to be. Over the past week, Megabonk has taken the world by storm, selling over 1 million copies. I discovered it from the developer's TikTok account, which if you haven't seen before, I suggest you check it out. It is a masterclass on how to market in the current era we're in.
Do not release your game next week. Wait, why? Okay, so apparently I'm in trouble. My game, Megabonk, is releasing next week. It's kind of like Vampire Survivors, but in 3D, on crack, it's a risk of rent to sprinkle in. But here's the problem. I have to delay my game by 2 weeks because Silksong suddenly announced they launched the same day as me. Okay, fine, but it gets worse. Apparently, I moved my release between Borderlands 4 and Dying Light. But it gets worse. Suddenly, Dying Light moved their date on top of mine. Chat, I'm cooked. They have a combined wishes count of like 4 million. I have 80k. So what do we do? If I'm gonna be smart, I'll just delay my launch by a few weeks. But I'm stupid. I'm not delaying anything. This is such a bad idea. Wishes Megabonk on Steam to help me out.
Sales have undoubtedly been aided by the number of content creators who have tried the game out and become addicted. For instance, Shroud, best known for his FPS prowess, is now regularly streaming the game in an attempt to be the best at it and break records. Couple the positive reaction by large content creators with a low price of $9.99 that was even lower during the Steam Autumn sale, and it's no wonder that this game has become such a hit. For me, I'm really enjoying what I've played so far, and it runs beautifully on my Steam Deck, allowing me to sit on the couch watching playoff baseball while trying to top my high score. The pace is frenetic, with each run offering a new and exciting layout for you to conquer. It's challenging without ever feeling unfair, and like with any good roguelike, even when you do struggle and fail, the game gives you enough positive reinforcement through achievements and unlocks that you aren't so sad that you failed a run, but excited to try out a new approach to get an even higher score on the next one. Plus, the characters are pretty cool. From the starting fox wizard who shoots fireballs, to the knight with a sword, to one of the early characters you unlock, which is a skeleton riding a skateboard. I mean, this is just fun and cool. I don't know about you, but to me, this is all pretty sweet. So to conclude, I recommend that you check this one out. The price tag of $9.99 is well worth it, and you'll likely get way more than your money's worth out of this one. So get out there, download Megabonk, and let me know what your high score is down below. Have you already been playing Megabonk? If so, what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe. We have a few videos coming out every single week here. And, now that we're in October, I want to get some more spooky themed games covered. So check that out. We also do news here on this channel. But if you're looking for even more news, check out our other channel, Those Fake Nerds, which is nerd and pop culture news. Wicked Good Sports, which is sports news. Our podcasting channel, Better Radio, as well as our newest channel, Wicked Scary, where we cover cryptids and urban legends. Thank you so much for checking out this video, and we will see you in the next one.